Alright, we're going to flip it back to Railforge secondary now. And what looks interesting? Railforge with Talos, maybe? Feels like it could be potentially difficult. Let's do that. So let's do Talos with Railforge. Definitely doing salvage, though. I'm not going to gimp myself by doing the other starter. We could do the other starter, which is significantly weaker. You know, we're talking about like S tier down to like, I don't know, a D tier. I really think that this starter is horrible, but not the worst still, but certainly in the bottom 5 or so, I think, starters, whereas this is like top 2. Still think Mix is better, but Salvage probably the next best. Inspire is pretty bad too, for what it's worth. Definitely in the bottom 5, I think, as well. But yeah, I think Railforge is hopefully strong enough, especially with Salvage as our starter, that it covers any potential weaknesses that Talos has. I mean, Talos is all over the place. I think I like her, though, as a playstyle because, I don't know, there's interesting things you can do with her sometimes. Okay, we got Savagery, which would go really well with the Celebrate path, you know. I got Pyre, Steward, yuck. Boilerplate, Penitent, and Bloodsuit. I think they fixed the bug where Forge would work with Bloodsuit on the enemy, but we'll just make sure to not have it enabled just in case, if we can help it. Alright, Entropy, probably not too big of a deal. Pyre Hunter, I haven't seen that one in forever, so nice change of pace there. And Loop. Loop will be interesting. We definitely need to be on the look for AoE, or else we can just lose our low HP Pyre pretty quickly there. But yeah, we got permascaling on the attack, so the Celebrate path tends to skew towards health much more, so it'd be nice to have the attack on top of that. I would say, though, the starters are not necessarily that strong. You know, I don't have good salvage targets. Nothing is higher than a 1 cost. Pyre Steward is not that strong of a starter. So, I don't know if I can actually justify the Celebrate path. Here, I think I should actually go Artifact first. If I can see an early game Artifact, we'll take that, and then we got a 2 out of 3 of getting Celebrate. I think we go Artifact first here. Ugh. Well, Trader's Quill does nothing, right? So it's not that. I mean, none of them do anything, but if I'm picking something that doesn't do anything, I might as well take the thing that has a lot of upside, which is Molten Manifold. Well, seeing as we had an artifact that does nothing for us at the start, I am very weary about taking Celebrate. I don't think there's any world where we can take that. I mean, I can put Train Steward and Pyre Steward on a floor. I can put an okay amount of armor. Really not that much, though. I can put an okay amount of armor on them. I can take out a tank if I draw Bloodsuit in time, or I can do a lot of decent damage to the boss. I mean, honestly, if I can get it on the boss floor 1, maybe we're looking at a... We'll just see. Maybe we're just not even offered it. Okay, well, we are offered it. Oh, I'd be so greedy to take Enchantress here. Like, that could be a loss for sure. I mean, we almost lost the other run, so I feel like I'm playing with fire. Celebrate Path is just fun. It's not necessarily good. I just feel like it would actually be okay here, because we have the Savagery Pyre to combine with it, but... I mean, there's a very low chance I'm going to be... I mean, let's look at it this way. For what it is, Pyre Steward could be okay ring 1. 30 damage is a lot of damage. But I got to get through, I don't know, 400 or more health. Maybe to 500, depending on the boss. And I can't really improve the damage that much. Talos herself doesn't do much. Best case scenario, let's say I can get 60 damage with a Bloodsuit. Because, you know, we're thinking in terms of surviving and celebrating. I mean, I guess I could also think in terms of just we're not going to celebrate ring 1, which is not that big of a deal. As long as I'm winning, I should get through it, and maybe Celebrate's fine. But yeah, in that context, we could do 90 damage with Blood Suit. But again, we have to draw it specifically on the right turn. It's not that likely. But maybe we can draw it on a different turn or redraw it. I don't know. I think I'd be tempted to still just use it on a tank if I see it on cooldown. Or not on cooldown, when I draw it. So I don't know, there's not a giant chance I can put this on the boss, and even if I do, I don't know that it's enough damage to push me over the edge. It's like, you know, I could realistically, you know, I can salvage probably 3 or 4 times in the best case before I hit Boilerplate, and, you know, we're looking at still not a whole lot of armor there, but it might be enough to sustain me. Now, if I take Battle Cleric, we're getting through just fine, and I still have permascaling with Savagery. I just don't get the health permascaling, which maybe is not too big of an issue. It's only entropy. Entropy doesn't require much health. I think we just take the Battle Cleric. As much as I wanted to do Celebrate, it's just we have no help with the artifact. It's not that strong of a starting deck. The Pyre health is high attack but low HP. Like, I will say there is some synergy with the Pyre Steward if we can get some slays with it. Yeah, seeing this boss and this troop, I'm glad we didn't take Celebrate. Like, this troop, I have to kill the tank. I mean, the tanks are probably leaking anyway. But now they're not. Well, I don't know. They still might, but I feel like it's unlikely that they will now. So we might as well fly her up. It's just good practice, I feel, to put her down here in some cases. But yeah, we'll fly her up, I think, so we get that Valor stacking immediately. Unless I want the 15 damage, but since this thing's just going to full heal anyway. And like I said, I think we play this on when we draw it. Unfortunately, we aren't able to get the other Vengeful Shard there. Well, that sucks. Debated putting it here, but yeah, it's fine. So this guy still gets a slay. That's all we really care about. And then this floor should kill that. We're good to go here. I can redraw this, I think. Let's put this here, get some damage in. It's like I got enough permascaling. I don't really need to Celebrate on top of all that. I've already got the permascaling on the armor for the HP side of things. And I've got the attack with that, so I think we're fine. Is this guy getting a kill here, though? It's 25 to 38. That is not enough, right? 25, 38, that's 50. We can maybe get there. See, here's one where maybe I use it on myself here. And then I get the slay. I think that makes sense. I'll do it for 2 here, because that should be enough, right? It's 25 to 46, so that's... or 44, so 25 and 44. That is 64. It's actually not enough, so I need to, I can either inspire... You know what? Let's just do this. That's good. Kind of neat that you can use those on your own thing. Makes them significantly better in this combo. How greedy can I be here? Like, I'm guaranteed to draw it, right? Like 4 or 5. I'm not guaranteed to draw it. Because there's what, 4, 5, 6. 6 cards. It's a 1 out of 6 that I don't redraw it. I only got 2 forge points. One out of 6 times, I don't get any permascaling here, but 5 out of 6 times, I get 2 extra, or I get 4 extra armor. I feel like I am inclined to greed this. Earning pretty good pyre health here. Alright, we get it. Oops, that was fucking stupid. I almost fucked myself over there. I forgot that I had put the armor there, but luckily it was fine. That was a mistake. Definitely should have put that on Talos. Ooh, Death Metal Hymnist. It could be tough to get that on. So incredibly unlikely we get a rare offered here, but yeah, I mean, it's up against stuff I don't care too much about. I mean, I guess there is the blood suit, but I don't want another one. Calcified Ember, maybe. I mean, the Death Metal Hymnist is a Calcified Ember at the moment, which is actually okay. So I think I just take it even for that, right? It's a 4-cost smelt target. With the upside of, if I can get like a Heaven's Ward, really I just need Heaven's Ward. That's about, or a Flight Tome. Those are like Just Cause, or not Just Cause, but whatever that card is, the Ascending and Shift Forward card would be tough to use with the Death Metal Hymnist, but any of the other overstacking methods would work with the Hymnist, plus Space Extension as well could happen, but if anything, it's a smelt target, so let's take it, because the other things suck. Alright, we get Renovate with the Molten Manifold, or Hammerfall with the Molten Manifold. They're definitely beating out Spike Driver Spider. I like the Renovate here, I think, because it allows me to play Death Metal Hymnist cleanly in a lot of cases. Granted, I still can't play it because I need to add like some Calcified Embers or, you know, 2 or more cost cards to be able to play it, but that's not too big of an issue right now. I think long term this solves a lot of issues. Then again, we did talk about needing some clear. Hammerfall's single target clear, but it is single target clear that I can play for 0. How much do I want to play into Death Metal Hymnist versus just taking a card that's immediately useful to me? Because honestly, Renovate is not that immediately useful to me. All it does is helps me get like a Steward onto the floor. That's it right now. So, and even then, I got to play it with significant amount of Ember, even with the X cost, right? I can't play it for 0 because Talos is already on the floor, already overstacking it for 2. So I don't know. As good as this Renovate is, I do have to wonder if Hammerfall is better. We'll have another chance to find Renovate or any of the other overstack options for Banished. I feel like even if we never use Death Metal Hymnist, it's just a good smelt target. Whereas like I could take Hammerfall and we know it's going to be useful. It kills the Silencer if anything. It can kill the Hasters with Strix and Hallow. I could technically use it to scale in some cases. I can play it for 0 for a Razor Edge worth of attack. So it's probably Hammerfall, and the Ember gives me a good smelt target. So let's do that. I suppose I could go either way here. I don't really have any spell upgrades though. Even the Hammerfall, it's like already kind of upgraded with what I need it to be upgraded with. Spell Chain would be the only thing, I guess, but if that's it, I'd rather just go to the right. Granted, we would rather have a Railforged banner than a Banished banner, I suppose, but I don't know, there's definitely some Banished banners that would be god tier. Like, Firebrand would be better than anything we can get from Railforge, I think. And even Avenger, I think, would be better. Avenger would be really good. And, I don't know, I just might need some... Since we are still kind of weak, like, steel upgrades would open up the arms as takeable, even though I'm probably still going to the steel. I think we're in doubt enough that we gotta go to the steel. When in doubt, go steel. Multi and Smidgestone. Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, for what's worth, Sword Maiden kind of pops off here. I got 4 equipment, but come on. We're not gonna not take that. Now, I will say Multi-Strike is not... These are not really the upgrades. Multi-Strike is something you can put on Firebrand, but... I may just put it on Steward, I guess. Like, why not have a run where we just use this unit, huh? Like, why not? And we'll still probably hit that other steel to look for tank upgrades, and the Firebrand I don't think I'll be doing like a smidge stone here. I can't afford it anyway, it looks like. I could probably just do this. I don't even know if that helps me that much, though. Like, I might as well hold out for more stuff. I guess I could put it on the death metal hymnist. That's probably fine. We still want to try to make that work if we can. Should be fine. It is haste, but haste, I don't know, it's not that bad. We still should just go top. We already got all of this. The spikes will be interesting, but if I put the armor on the Forge Steward, we should be fine there. Alright, salvage that. Do that. Definitely put these down, if I can click it. Alright, good job, Pyre Steward. Smelting this. We are killing everything here. There's some anti-synergy with Hammerfall and the Savagery, so we do need to keep that in mind, but I can just use it for scaling. So, honestly, I think I like that here. This guy will have many Pyre healths healed. This is Pyre Steward's day out here. Oh, look at that smelt, baby. Look at that smelt. I'm gonna put it here for now, just so I get that big old attack value. And I can redraw this. I don't even know if I want to play this. I guess I could just play it here. We don't, like, need it. Oh, shit. I didn't kill that. Okay, well, whatever. It's fine. I got no way to kill that backliner, so I might as well put this here, I think. I mean, I got the hammer fall, I'm just saying I got no way to slay it, so... At least I don't think I do. Alright, we got a 5 out of 8 chance to get bully plate. It's not super high, but, you know, it is what it is. That's why I put the armor here, by the way, because I was like, well, you know, might as well. Looks like we got it anyway here, though, so we are good to go. I almost don't want to give attack to the others, because I like the slays right now on Pyre Steward, but if I'm going to give a slay to any of them, getting slay is fine. Boom, still got it with the Pyre. We're at full Pyre health, baby. And we got good scaling on our multi-striking Pyre Steward. Ooh, upbeat Warbler. Really not that needed when you got Firebrand. One could argue unnecessary. It actually would be better at a 2 cost, because then I could smelt it. So we do have the Rising Rage. That's the name I couldn't remember. Comes with the Ember. But my problem with it is right now we got a Firebrand that we want to put down in the front already. So even if it's not Hymnist that we're using this on, it's most likely bad unless I'm putting Firebrand mid and then moving it up later when I find that, which is, I guess, acceptable, but then I'm not getting the resolve from Talos, so that doesn't seem that good. Also, it's just not super good with the Hymnist. So we did add the health, so it's like, it's usable in some scenarios, but I'd have to then get another shift card somehow to get Firebrand back to the front. Without Firebrand in the front, if Hymnist is just sitting there, that's not a good deal. I would need maybe a Warbler at that point, but this is our last chance to get any of these 3 cards, so I think we just take the Selfless Sacrifice, honestly. It's a good smelt target at 2. It may just give me some defense that I need. Also, it gives me shift if I need that. So, sorry, one second. Let me be right back. Alright, so, yeah, I think, honestly, I could see skip here as well, but I think Selfless Sacrifice is the call. You never know when it might come in handy. And if anything, it's a 2 cost. Okay. Oh, Steel Bully Claw. See? Look at that. Who needs to renovate when you got Steel Bully Claw? Hell yeah. Now Death Metal Hymnus can get played. We've added additional smelt targets to enable it at the current energy level. Though, even beyond that, we'll probably just take an Ember upgrade and then it's playable at all points. So we obviously don't need the Pyre health. Merchant of Arms would be decent, most likely. However, what is the steel situation looking like moving forward? Like, this one's not very good compared to this. This one is honestly probably not very good compared to this, which means I'm hitting arms here too. So makes it less likely for me to need the arms at the moment. So really we're only hitting one other steel, which makes me want to hit this steel, right? That means that, you know, Firebrand significantly is better with the correct upgrades, which would be Titanite ideally, Dualism ideally, they're about equal, and then Large Stone is not far behind that. And then if I find a multi-strike, I'm putting another one on the Pyre Steward. And then who knows, maybe a Rails Forged banner could work too. Definitely going to the right here. Alright, there's the Large Stone. It wasn't our favorite, but let's see. We got Endless as well. And now we enter Tankville. I don't think these are better than Firebrand. But if I'm going to add just a unit, since I'm probably inclined to take an Ember upgrade anyway, why not just add a Forge Steward, right? It just generates me some stuff. I could make it endless. I mean, I don't know how useful that is. Also, yeah, for that money, I don't think I make it... I don't know. I don't know. And even the Large Stone on Firebrand, I'm iffy on. I could simply just re-roll here. Keep in mind, if I were to take the Large Stone, I can't get anything else on re-roll since I don't think I want Endless. So if I re-roll, there's 5 upgrades in the pool, and 3 of them are very good, which would be Multi-Strike, Titanite, and Dualism. Titanite and Dualism are the ideal, but Multi-Strike's not far behind. They're definitely better. All of those are better than Large Stone. But there's a very outside chance that I get Quick and Smidgestone. And that would suck. But that is, let's calculate that really quick. So this is something I should be able to do. Let's see. If I go if I have 5 possible cards and 3 so 3 of them are desirable. I got 5 possible cards. I draw 2. What are the odds that I only draw the 2 undesirable cards? So that would be, so I got 5 by 2, 10, 2, 2, 1. So it's a 10% chance actually. That's higher than I expected. So 10% is high enough that I don't know that I should re-roll this. Because if I re-roll it, it's completely wasted Merchant of Steel. If I do 10 gold, does that help me at all? Not really. Either way, I mean, I don't remember the exact cost, but it's very unlikely that skipping here is going to let me like afford to take the Large Stone and re-roll and then afford something. I don't think we're that rich. So let's take the Steward. Man, it did come at 90. Did I fuck up? Because if I had skipped, we're looking at yeah, there's no way I could have afforded anything on the reroll if I had taken Large Stone, even at 90, which is pretty cheap. This came in really cheap, actually. I should try to remember those costs when I'm factoring in these things. Well, we do have that one steel a bit later. We have caverns in the meantime, though. May even get another caverns here, alcove. Don't think we're hitting that one, but I suppose it's not. If I want to hit another steel, that one is acceptable. I do kind of feel we just do this. It's not. It's third on the list of firebrand upgrades, but I got the space for it right now. We can just do it. The only other thing I wonder is, like, do I just add endless to, like, Forge Steward? I don't know. Let's check the caverns at this point. I'm not going to be overstacking anything anyway. Alright, X costs are good here, and I think I can finally feel pretty good about the Railforge Spike over the others, because the others are definitely not as good as this, right? So that's pretty good. That does make me glad I waited on this, because we really don't need the Endless then if we got that, right? I mean, this thing is so powerful. I can get Forge 8 for 0, and who knows, can get even more with some upside. I think we're likely to hit the trinkets here. Although magics are better now because consumer move opened up, but this magic's already probably getting hit. And then the final magic, those two magics, I don't necessarily need to reach on magics because really it's still only consumer move that's all that good. I guess I could get double stack on the self-sacrifice, that's not that good. I wish you could double stack Forge. But yeah, with the trinkets coming up, I don't think I do any removals. Removals aren't necessarily that important with Railforge, I don't think, when you got Smelt. Keep in mind we don't have any additional Smelt, so we gotta keep that in mind too. Alright. Not a great draw order there. I think we just let that thing get hit. I might as well use this. Or, if we want, could bring that up. Put that there. I don't want to... I mean, I could just take the damage. We're going to heal it back anyway. If I do this, I lose a Forge, though. I guess I could do this. Then I get a Slay here. An extra Slay. Which might be okay. I think that's okay. We already got the suit on the boss, so I'm not worried about the bosses needing extra hits or anything. Alright. Let's do this. And similar, I think we'll just bring that up. I wonder if we'll be able to actually get back to full Pyre health here. I hope so. Alright. Can't play this. Save my Pyre health there at least. I think we can do this for now. And then we'll play this. So 41, I already killed 2 with Pyre Steward. I don't think we bring any other ones up this turn. Damn, I am definitely going to get my Pyre health back. Pyre Steward, you are just actually really good, I guess. I'm saving this. I'm greeding for the other one. We can put this... I don't even want to put it on any enemy. I don't want to accidentally kill him. Just put it on my guy. Alright. This guy, if... I really want to greed here. I think I'm going to earn this Pyre health back, so I don't think I will. I think we're just going to do this. Alright. That does steal a kill from Pyre Steward, though, so it is what it is. Guess I could have put Talos down that turn. But I think we'll get back to full Pyre health here anyway. Yeah, we're getting 2 kills here. We're good. Beautiful. Unfortunately, Death Metal Hymnist, if it's top decked and can't be played, is unlikely to ever get played again unless I guess I gotta add more smelt targets. It is what it is, I guess. Alright, that ought to do it. Boom! I don't mind Firebrand getting some kills. I mean, really, that sword is basically, I don't know, looks like a life-draining sword, so it really does. Ooh, Heaven's Word. Kind of unnecessary considering, you know, that I have the Steel Pulley Club, but maybe I never deploy it. I would probably want to deploy that. Also, there's just Winged Radiance over here, which is really good, and also Foundry Line is good if I can permafrost it. Then Death Metal Hymnist will get played. Alright, 1 second, be right back. Oh, sorry, I didn't pause my video. So professional. Yeah, I don't know. Heaven's Word. I feel like I still like this card. Like, it's listed as a bad card pretty often. I kind of disagree with it, but it's like, it's hard to deny how much I've skipped this card lately. It just feels like there are better rares. It feels more like an uncommon to me. I would admit that. And maybe it's overcosted. I could admit that as well. I do think it's very valuable, though. It's like everything that Cave-In wishes it was. It's like it's the same cost, but it goes in a direction I think that you want more. Even in Monster Train 2, I would say with Banished, we typically would want to move up and then move down. And, you know, moving your best tank to the front makes it so much more valuable. I don't know. But, I don't know, it's like pretty hard to not take this. We do need some front-loaded damage potentially still, and we don't have it. So this is it. It synergizes with the X-Cost as well. Easiest Crucible Steward of my life. So we can easily get that onto the floor. Definitely going to just take the Ember here. We're very likely at whatever arms we hit, which I think is a little later. You know, whatever arms we end up hitting, we're definitely deploying that room, I'd have to imagine. Of course, if we hit these trinkets, which I'm pretty sure I do, we only really have Consume Remove that's all that good. Pyre Health is wasted. Armory is probably so-so. Definitely more expected value on the right here. Friendly units enter with Burst. Smelt. Oh, that Smelt. Oh my gosh, look at this. Can I afford both? $2.95. I need $10. Should have skipped that damn Forge Steward. Oh wait, no, look at that, $100. Perfect. Let's visit this first, just for due diligence. Okay. Do I want Hef's Hammer or Spell Sanctum in the mid? If I go Spell Sanctum mid, my smelts become even better, because I can just play them for zero salvage. Mainly it's just useful for playing salvage, but that's already pretty good. It won't really affect much else, because we're not going to set up mid. And we still want to replace, we want our room to be the Pulley Claw. But if I have this other thing mid, then we're fine. It's like, I obviously don't want to set up mid into this fight, and I don't need to set up mid in this fight, so I think I like it as just a throwaway floor, or a staging floor in some cases, first for like stuff to move up. But yeah, I like this. We're definitely able to play Death Metal Hymnist very easily now, and we got that front-loaded damage. We're hitting rich magic here. I think I still want to hold this gold. We got a vortex anyway, so now we're at the point where I'm like, I could probably just flex the Enchantress at this point. It does give me more front-loaded damage, even though the Celebrate isn't obviously that much. If I am celebrating every unit, which I'm almost certain I will, I do think flexing to Enchantress here makes sense. Battle Cleric doesn't gain that good of a second and third rank. Second rank is good, but third rank is not that good. Enchantress would obviously be a bit gimped as well, but I don't know. It's like 8 flat damage onto our, like, everything, and it's actually a pretty okay. Like, I think we just do this. Random A1 helps us, I think. This boss could almost be a problem. It really isn't, though. This is near the front, just in case I need it to do something there. Most likely it doesn't need to, though. Definitely gotta get rid of these. Alright, you are definitely getting played up here. I think we'll move you up first. I'm trying to think what else. I'll be back for you, Boilerplate. I could even move Forge Steward up. I don't need its Forge, obviously. And it would be nice to celebrate it. The only other unit coming on here is Death Metal Hymnist, which is 5. I even got another slot altogether I could use, but I think it would be nice to just get this thing some extra health for future fights where I might need that Forge more. And here's the punish for using this. I guess we're not drawing any smelt early here. I do think I'm going to move this up, though. We'll just throw this away. I could, I suppose, get rid of this. It's the only Ember I have, but I don't see a better turn here. Health doesn't matter. I don't need to be playing them shards. We'll take care of them just fine. Alright, we're already full clearing here, so no issues there. I guess we'll smelt once and do this. I wonder if when this thing smelts and kills, does it trigger savagery? I think it counts as a slay, so I could do that if I wanted to. And honestly, it probably makes sense to. I don't know, maybe not into silence. It's tough to say. I mean, this thing has a multi-strike. That's the only reason, really, to try to get more slays on it versus this. I don't know. But, you know, it's Pyre Steward's day out, so let's give him what he wants. Let's give him that. Do we care about this? Maybe. Could move one of these enemies up too. 42, 149. I'm definitely taking all these out. Let's move one of these up. Don't really need to play that. Suppose I could move one Spear Steward up. It's not the worst idea in the world. Still got the other boilerplate on the way, so I will not forge this. But guess what? We got our carry here. This scary floor is not so scary anymore. Alright, let's find out. You got 34 attack. Does this scale my sleigh? Yeah, it does. I don't mind doing that, honestly. Still put that there, though. Not that it's really all I needed, but... Oh, I definitely don't want Firebrand to die. I got something for you, Firebrand. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Boom, you livin'. You livin'. Boom. Pyre Steward is having the time of his life right now. Ooh, Shield of Winge. That's pretty hard not to take. Now a large stone looks like a really good upgrade, huh? Granted, you know, if I'm not healing the unit, which I don't really have a way to, upside's a little bit limited, but if I forge this with or if I melt it with one of these boilerplates, wow, I got 130 on one of these. That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, if I just do that, I can deploy that. Am I hitting 2 arms is a question. Doesn't look like it. I'm only hitting 1. So I'm definitely not hitting that one. So, I don't know. I am hitting trinkets, though, so it's like, I got an okay chance, I guess, between that and the final one to get either the equipment pole or the whatever pole. I mean, either way, we're taking this. Obviously, I just don't know exactly what the plan is beyond that. Railgun is not... I don't know, I'm just not... I don't feel these turrets the way everyone else is feeling them. Railgun can't really get onto the floor. Only way would be if I had taken the Renovate. But, yeah, without the Renovate, there's just no way. Masterwork, though, is pretty good. I don't mind that. Magnetic Relay. Honestly, not that good here. I don't know what it would really be all that good on. Let's take the Masterwork. Definitely going to the right, I think. Don't need to think about it that much. Definitely don't need a Holy Stone. Spell Chain. Because of the Strix and Hollow fight and the Entropy fight, if I did Spell Chain something, it would be this. I don't know, though, the Spell Chain doesn't really help with the Entropy fight. I only really need to kill the Silencer, and beyond that, we don't care that much to kill the other backliners, I don't think. I don't know that I have a great Spell Chain, honestly. I don't think I do. What else do we got here? Let's check this out. Another Shield of Winge. I don't love these. Obviously, we're setting up top floor in almost every fight. The only fight we wouldn't fight top floor would be if we were ring 7 Savagery. Or maybe ring 7 Scourge Shufflers. Even the Scourge Shufflers, I can usually just pull the Scourge Shufflers on up. So, I don't think we take these. They're good, but we already have them, essentially. These Shield Stewards gotta go, I think. I don't got the space for them, so let's get rid of those. Don't even need to put plus 10 there, really. Let's just get this down. If I get Consumer Move, that's going on Railforge Spike for sure. Alright, oh my. We got the stuff, baby. I could double stack the Winch's Radiance too, but first and foremost, we're doing this. This is the cut right here. And is this overkill? I feel like it probably is, but why not do it anyway? When in Rome. Definitely not surge stacking that. Or surge stacking that. Well, I am technically, it's true, I am not surge stacking it. I'm also not, you know, wholly stacking, surging it. I don't know. Failure. I fail. I fail at coming up with things sometimes. My creative juices aren't flowing. Heaven's Seal. More like Heaven's Steal your money with a free trial into this weak-ass, objectively easier version of the fight we just went into, and an objectively easier boss than we just fought. Welcome to Ring 5, folks. Pyre Steward, you are so good. I guess I could have technically kept a Shield Steward because it could have gone mid, but it's fine. You never know. Maybe I want another Crucible Steward. You never know, right? Who knows what can happen? Anything can happen. Alright, we obviously need this. Do I want some Forge? Yes, I do. Bring you up. And just play this for the rest of our... Actually, we should do it here. I forget that those work with X costs. 28 Forge, not bad, not bad. Oh, let's get more, huh? Alright, let's bring you up. Throw you away. Put this here just because we don't like this. And then we can do this. Ooh. That money would be nice. There's a world where I can get it if I want to put all my forge into this Spear Steward. Or I could put all my forge into the Death Metal Hymnist. It's actually not that bad of a play. I mean, this thing survives, right? Like, it obviously sucks that I don't get to use this on my armor. But honestly, this armor, even at 56, do I really need that much more? Meanwhile, I can just get money. Let's do this. I'll reforge one here mid. That's probably fine. And then we'll do that at least. And let's move you forward. I guess I could have just moved this up here though. Yeah. But I'm not stupid. That was totally a smart play, putting all that forge into the thing there. Sure. Yeah. I'm a flawless player, what can I say? This was cooler, though. You gotta admit that. And, you know. I might as well greed the... I mean, this one has 130, though. Do I really need to greed it? Do I really need to greed it? I feel like I don't really need to. We can greed the other one. How about that? I'll give you this. Actually, I'll give you... No, I'll give you this. Oh, wait. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's give you this. I don't mind giving the Slay here to both. Yeah, to this Firebrand. I am definitely going to wait on that one, though. And we'll do that in the meantime. Don't really need to do any of this. I guess I could have just smelted the other thing to help my redraw and get some more forge points. Probably would have been technically a wise thing to do. Alright, we got this. Oh no. That sucks. If I didn't realize, I guess if the room's frozen I can't do it. That makes sense. But yeah, we could have got a lot more forge had we drawn it the earlier turn, but that's okay. Well, I'd have to draw that too, by the way. But it's like I could play it. What I'm saying is if I did have that Spell Sanctum, I could play this first, then smelt, gain my 1 ember back, and then we get more. But, you know, we can settle for this amount here. That's fine. It's actually not too bad of a deal. Boom! That was a Talos kill right there. Throw that baton. Begone. I do think maybe at this point we can just start skipping. I don't know if there's a whole lot of benefit. At the same time, I don't know. Yeah, I probably don't need them. Pyre plating. See, I wish Pyre Steward had some... Even though, you know, he's doing alright here, but I wish there was a reason for me to take Pyre plating, you know? It's like... The only thing is really the convenience of the Vengeful Shards not hitting me, but when I've got a deck like this, it doesn't matter. But I wish there was some sort of synergy with, like, Pyre plating and Pyre Steward. There's just no actual synergy between them. And in fact, I could argue there's anti-synergy. Because the armor is irrelevant when I'm already healing on Slay. Machinist Tome, pretty good. That makes Titan Skin a lot less needed. Of course, I don't have the gold yet on Quenching Oil, even though it's a horrible card. I mean, compare that to Wings Radiance. Of course, it is an uncommon, so not a completely fair comparison. I mean, we're definitely winning this run without a Machinist Tome. It's probably time to just gold this stupid card. This is so bad, though. Such a bad card. Alright, don't need Shift. Don't really need Firestone. Don't need this, even though I technically do equip Angels, but it's just such a crappy artifact. Odie's Totem, on the other hand, I could use. We don't really need all of our deployment ember. It would have been nice now had I taken the other thing. Certainly this is getting taken. I don't know. Odie's Totem, is it really all that good here? Have I ever needed ember? Not really. Might just want to save this gold. I think I will just save it. Now I could take another Death Metal Hymnist. Or I could take another Rayoforge Spike. I don't have giant benefit from Forge, if I'm being honest, though. It's just the single equipment goes down, and then that's it. I kind of think the Death Metal Hymnist is better here. Yeah, we'll do that. And then... do I remove something? This comes with money. We're going to this arms. This is where we're going to finally deploy our Polyclaw. we can definitely afford to just get rid of some stuff. The Inspires are probably worse than the Stewards, I don't know. Even with the Titan's Edict, I'll just remove one for now. Definitely going to draw upgrade for the second upgrade. This guy shifts a lot, so we'll do that. This is the lower one. We'll just go like this. I guess we're not forging anything here. But we definitely do that, and then probably just this. And then, do I move this up top? Probably. Let's look at that Valor stacking. This guy might die if I don't get the Polyclaw right now. Of course, I have the option to do this. Which I do feel I probably do. See, this is good that we got the Sealed Winch here, because we can kill those. Yeah, I don't mind keeping this alive. I don't know. It's fine. Just feels good to do so. It's not really necessarily making sense from a value perspective, but sure, I'll take it. Oh, we need to keep this guy alive too, though. I do want to keep him alive. How am I going to do that? I don't think I can with this. Well, I could fly Talos down. I'm pretty sure I want to keep Talos alive more than keeping this alive, though. Well, I could kill one of these. That's not going to keep him alive. But, like, I could just do this in, like, Wind Radiance. And then etch and kill one of them. Could forge this, get 12 armor. I can, or go to 41 attack, and then I can smelt twice. That still doesn't kill this. Let's see, if I remove 8, 26, 32, I'm already at 30, yeah, I still die even if I kill one of these and I forge this here, so I could just live with this guy dying, unfortunately. But, of course, I will at least etch these while I can. And maybe we'll do that. Oh man, I should have brought that forward. What am I doing? Ugh, that's not great. I fucked that up a little bit. Luckily they're in front here, but, or not, the other one's not in front. Okay, we can get the, I can't even get this onto the floor because we bottom decked Steel Polyclaw. God damn it. Alright, that's a bit rough. I really can't have this guy dying. Man, this is ridiculous. I mean, I can still win this with him dying, but it's going to be significantly fucking harder. I needed to maybe put these on the units instead. I just didn't think there was any world where this guy dies, but I suppose the lack of removal... This fight is normally not that hard because I just have removal, but this is the type of situation where I'm like... I mean, granted, I misplayed huge there. I should have used the Wind Radiance to pull this tank forward, and this would be a lot easier. And I would have killed it here with all that Ember that I would have poured into it. So I fucked that turn up gigantically. Could argue for moving Talos forward here. I mean, I could just bite the bullet here. We're going to take a lot of pyre damage, but we still survive, and I can bring some of it back. I think we just live with our mistake here. And I think I want to redraw the Hymnist. Or I could play it right now. It might not be bad just to play it right now. Do this, that. Yeah, I think that I'd rather keep Talos alive, I think, in the Pyre Steward. If Firebrand dies here, it's not the end of the world. Alright, finally got this piece of shit. At the same time, it's like potentially I should just put this down because there's not much else to do this turn, unless I want to. I guess I could. I can't even play both these and the Polyclaw, so it's like I think the only argument for playing Polyclaw still is that I can consume one of these. Even then, I could still get that one out, actually. Doesn't really matter if this thing has melee weakness on it or not. I think I do actually need to just do this. And I'm debating forging it. I think I might. I could even forge it in the front. $29, that's a lot of armor. I think I do. Does mean this guy doesn't get the kills here, though, but it is what it is. I am going to do that just so I don't redraw it. Alright, sucks a little bit. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the other thing would have been better, but I kind of feel like this is fine. So let's do... Still going to take 8 here, it looks like. I almost want to make sure Pyre Steward kills this, so I almost don't want to Winged Radiance for full here. I think this thing's killing it no matter what, though. Let's do this. I think it's fine. Actually, yeah, don't get the pyre health again, but I think in future fights I'll be able to get all of my pyre health back, so my massive mistake hopefully won't be game losing. Do we need this Forge Steward to live? Because I could make it live. Or I can just give this thing the armor that it deserves. I think we just do this at this point. The other dude is dead. We're fine just putting that there. Could have also put it here for the extra attack, but I'm already getting him. If I keep this guy alive, I get multi-strike, right? That seems better. Alright, we're full clearing here, so I don't need to hammerfall or anything like that. Could do a selfless sacrifice. The Polyclaw, I don't have any more equipment, right? So there's not really any point to forging. So this is probably better, just better served here. And then we'll salvage the other salvage at this point. Do that, that. There comes some pyre health back. I didn't realize we were killing Hallow before Strix. That's kind of rare. Alright, Polyclaw. You did not have your best game here, but that's okay. Can't really blame it. I can blame my own shitty play. Alright, they're all dead. All is well. Our mistakes are forgiven because Pyre Steward will forgive us for our sins and will get us all that health back. I feel like if I don't take Pyre Shot here, I will regret it. It obviously has anti-synergy with the Pyre of Savagery and the Pyre Steward. But it's actually kind of funny. Every single Pyre-related card is anti-synergistic with the Pyre Steward, right? It's like, because this one steals kills, so I don't get it there. And then the other one just gives it armor, so it's like the health doesn't matter that much. And in both cases, there's no interaction with the attack of the Pyre. I really think Pyre Steward needs some sort of interaction with the Pyre attack in some way. Even then, I guess it's anti-synergistic with Pyre Shot, though. But I feel like the synergy could just be that if Pyre kills something, Pyre Steward gains permanent attack on top of what it already does. That wouldn't be too ridiculous, I feel. I do have to wonder if Herzl Hammer is better than Pyre Shot here, though. There is also the Cursed Twin Blade, I think, with a double Death Menace that's hopefully not needed. The Herzl Hammer gives me a better target to put onto Pyre Steward, I feel. Plus, with the plethora of Forge we have, I really would like another equipment. But Pyre Shot is Pyre Shot. And if I end up fighting... I mean, getting the Pulley Claw deployable coming up is going to help me so much that I feel like I won't have the same issues I just experienced. I have to imagine Pyre Shot's technically the best call here, though. Kills the Silencer, which I don't have any additional removal. As much as it pains me to take this, I think I take it. It shouldn't. It's never painful to take a Pyre Shot, but I just wanted the equipment, because it's a little more fun. But I don't seem to be playing that well right now, so I don't want to give myself a chance to lose. Hey, look, we got it anyway. Herzl Hammer. There you go. I feel like Inspire is still, even with that artifact, worse than the Stewards, because redraw has mattered most of these fights, I feel, so might as well just do the thing that naturally sort of gets rid of itself. Okay, so it's deployable, I think, still is ideally going on the Pulley Claw here, but I will merge our best boilerplate with the Shield of Winch. That definitely happens. I don't think I need to re-roll here. I could take another Shield of Winch, though, to be honest, since I'm not deploying them. Then if I don't get the ideal one, that's fine. We still just put it on Firebrand, and we can recalibrate at the time that we draw the other one. I think it's okay to take it. And I'll just save the rest of this money for the trinkets. Go full Celebrate, why not? That's the fun method. Reanimate 2. I think we like that. We're definitely glad to have taken the Pyre Shot for this fight. Of course, with our Pulley Claw, a lot of this is solved. Going top floor against Rex always has some risk, but not with this deck, which should be pretty strong here. Alright, you go there. You go there. This goes in. I am one Pyre short, but we don't really need the Forge Steward, so let's do this. I could put this down here to get some etches in early, but I don't even think that helps us. So I'll just put it here. That way I have the leeway if I want to not have to do this. Okay, looks like we have Pyre Shot. Definitely just playing that. And then beyond that, let's just smelt this. Move you up. Do I just smelt that? See, I don't think we want it. But then I use my ability. But I don't want to play it on the enemy. You know what? It's fine. I don't think I'm gonna forge on this. Could leave him for now. Him getting kills is fine, although I still would probably want the... It does steal some Pyre kills, so maybe I still just move it up, I don't know. And we get punished for using our etch ability again, but that's fine. We probably just play this, honestly. I don't really need embers in this deck. I think let's just bring you up, get that Valor going, get rid of this. Unless I think I should just do this. Put this here. I should have put it here. I don't know. I feel like I can get the Slay, though. Yeah, this is fine. Hammerfall will be used to kill that. And we'll just smelt these. Again, I don't think I forge here. Oh, god damn it. What the fuck? Well, I guess I forged, boys. It's fine. So here, for example, I could do this, but I don't know that I even want to at this point. I'm like... I want to get my Pyre health back. Yeah, let's bring that one up. They're all dying. I don't really have need of this. We can just put it on something. That's fine. Do that. I can redraw that. I want to greed that one as much as possible. Now this thing isn't currently dying, but if I use this here it will be. If I put the Death Metal Hymnist down it will be. I think I like the Death Metal Hymnist here. Me, 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 me. And we'll do that. Everything's dying. We're happy. Pyre health is slowly coming back. Of course, in a lot of cases, I'm not actually getting many slays. Well, I think it's time to put this one in, and I'll just try to, you know, reforge for the other one. Because we got some pretty hefty floors coming up, and I don't want to fuck with them. I almost want to be greedy here and not Pyre Shot. Would that be silly? I feel like it would probably be silly. At the same time, I still do kind of want to do it. I mean, if I'm already clearing all of this, it is racks. That is a lot of stuff. I still can at least get the reanimate slide. I think we should Pyre Shot this. It's probably a little greedy not to. Pyre health slowly coming back. I am not gonna forge this, I suppose, which is obviously a little bit greedy, but it is what it is. I want to try to get those into the other boilerplate if I can. We did not get it. unfortunately. Tell you what, though, 238. Let's bring this forward. He still dies. Either way, we can still do that. Yeah, you're still alive, and they're all dying. That's like as good as we can hope for, right? Boom! Wow, one shot, kid. Punk Shredder, very unnecessary, but I feel like I could take it. I don't know, we're hitting Merchant of Magic. It's a little harder when it's just at 2 health, but that feels like it does about as much as our multi-strike guy is doing right now. And even I do technically have a slot. Let's think about this. I got Talos, that's 1. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess. 7 already, but I don't need Forge Steward on the floor, really. I've only put him on the floor to get Celebrates to give him more health for the inevitable endgame here. I certainly could dedicate another slot to Punk Shredder, and that feels like something I should just do. Armament Drive, that gives me more reasons to have Forge for sure. Oh, nice. Look at that Pyre health. The calculations just never stop when you're me. Calculations just constantly going in the background. Oof, Volatile Gauge. Worth noting that with Volatile Gauge, Smelt still does smelt at the original cost, which is a good thing, I think, with our deck. But yeah, it definitely makes Salvage a worse card. Granted, we still have the cost reduction in the mid, so still they're getting played for 0 half the time, 1 or 2 the other times. Overall, that kind of averages out to about the same cost of 1. Well, I don't know, but it was guaranteed to be 0 before, so it's definitely a downgrade on Salvage. For most everything else, it's an upgrade. I mean, I get the draw, Pyre Shot becomes God tier. Yeah, a lot of my stuff becomes much better. I think Gauge is definitely happening here. I could get fucked over in my initial turn, I guess, sometimes, my deployment, but I'm willing to live with that. You know, Firebrand average cost goes down, the Steel Polyclaw average cost goes down, and the average cost goes up for the Steward and up for the Forge Steward, but Forge Steward doesn't even need to come out. So overall, and then Crucible Steward. So overall, it's about even on the deployment phase, technically speaking, but it just it does introduce variance. That variance might not go my way, but I'm taking it. You know me, I'm a Gauge guy. I'm a certified Gauge guy. Pyre Shot at the very start, not useful for the Titan fight. In fact, it's actively bad for that, unless I'm comboing it with Permafrost. Because I definitely want Pyre Shot on the second or third turns. So, I don't know, first wave isn't that important in Entropy fight. Intrinsic, I could put it on Selfless Sacrifice, I suppose. I could put it on a Masterwork just to get it down to 1 cost. Granted, it's Gauge, so that doesn't mean much, but it still does. I mean, it's like pretty much always going to be free if I do that, and then I get it from the start. Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to have an intrinsic card here and get the cost reduction, it makes more sense here. And then double stack isn't really worth my money. Take that. Do I really need these? Even this Trumpet with 3 Hymnists doesn't feel that good. It just gives 5 Valor to itself. Signet is a 1x 6 health. Void Fragment is a 1-time purge. Radiant Arms seems good. Probably will take that. The others suck, though. I don't think double stack's worth it here, then. I don't know. I think I just want to remove cards. I think getting one of these salvages like this is fine. 10 magic power is not really useful. Holy Stone's not needed. Spell Chain. I just don't got anything to spend my money on, huh? Bring that down in cost. We generally want to play that when we see it. I think we just don't care about the permascaling at this point. We've already scaled to what we're going to scale to for the most part. I could see maybe spell chaining the Pyre shot. That would be the only one that makes sense. But I can make double removal here. I should just do that. Let's get rid of the Inspire. Can't double removal. I'm one short. Well, that's, I guess we're going to float 80 bucks, it looks like. Empyrean Well. Don't need another Hymnist. Don't need any more units because we're already at the 7-unit limit. Could just dupe this so that I find it faster. And if anything, it's 214 armor. Could also just dupe the Pyre shot, which is acceptable. I mean, the Pyre shot, I feel, just solves so many problems. Just do that. We're good to go. Alright, so this came at normal cost, this came in free. Unfortunately, we overall got fucked over here, because obviously I don't want to play this Forge Steward compared to the Crucible Steward, but that just sort of is what it is. Put this here to, you know, potentially... we're not going to put this on the main floor, but I also have no reason to put it on the bottom floor when there's immediately going to be... silence. So, actually, no, there's not immediately silence. Why did I think there's immediately silence? This the second one. Alright, we're going up here. We got this at the start, so that's really good. We obviously want to put that down. If this was only if it came in at a 1 cost, I could have done this play. Or if I had my etch unit. I guess I still could have done it if I burned one of these. I probably could have just reforged here, but it's fine. We don't really need much more here, so let's do that. Now you're locked in at that health pretty much. And then... do I really need to do this? I'm just giving up permanent scaling at this point if I do that. And honestly, I don't even want to accidentally kill this guy, so I think we just do this for the maximum amount, do this for the minor amount. I guess I could have moved one of these guys up. Oops, don't want to do that. I definitely want to get this guy on. I could forge this Crucible Steward, which adds pretty good amount of damage. Do I want to play these for 0? I mean, I could do this. Man, it clears that entire floor out there. Wow, it clears that entire floor out as well. Pyre shot with savagery is actually wild. Just default savagery attack is full clearing a wave 2 in the Seraph fight. Granted, it's the easiest Seraph, but still. I think it's still probably worth it to do this. This, I don't know, though. I honestly don't know. I'll do it. I'm not proud of it or anything, but I'll do it. What about this Punk Shredder? Do I just forge it? Play these for 0 without incanting up here. Or the Crucible Steward. Let's put him there. That way he can survive, and then I can get this Punk Shredder pulled up next turn. Because this guy can just survive. He doesn't even need to, actually, because the next floor is dead. Alright, Punk Shredder, you are coming up. And then let's forge one of these. We can put this guy in so he's protected. Play that. They're all fine. Can just do this, I guess. Do that for what it's worth. Preview is interesting there, how it previewed the sap amount. Kind of cool though. We just forged this. I know it doesn't give me any, or it doesn't give me any, or we smelt it. It doesn't give me any forge, I know that. You know, I may even just want to do this, honestly, because I don't know about the rest there. This guy can just throw away like this. We got that. I kind of want to just do this, though. I guess I don't need to forge that. I still feel like I do, though, and I can just redraw that for more greed. Might as well just get this in now. Put this here, just because I don't really want to redraw it. This guy, 4 ways remaining. I think we're fine. I'm not too worried about anything here. I don't even think I play this on anything. Alright, we have our limit here. Am I Pyre shotting? Because I can just hammerfall that. And obviously there's the incant here, but that's a lot of slays to give up. And valor to give up. So I don't think I'm Pyre shotting. So let's just do this. And then I'll do that and call it good. Okay, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oh, no, crap, fuck. Okay, this is fine. I got the etch here, right? The ability? Yeah, I got the etch, okay. I don't think we need Pyre Shot anymore, so what I'm gonna do is that, and then that, or this really, but probably Pyre Shot. And then I can put this on anything really. I guess I'll just put it on him. That way I can get really big etches in the future. I mean, I could etch right now even, but I might as well save that. Get our maximum amount of scaling here. Alright, we got this for this, so we don't need to Pyre Shot. We can do that. And we can do that. Yeah. We are good to go. Don't even really need the other salvage, I guess. I can save this if it seems like we're gonna need it. I don't think we're gonna, but in case we do, it's there. And like, just have ridiculous amounts of everything here. Alright, that is GG. 62 forge if I needed it. Pyre Steward got the kill. Fitting. This is going to be an easy fight. Not that the last one wasn't. The only time anything got hard in this run was because of my own mistakes. Okay, now we're looking at some better pyre costs here. Definitely get everything out here. Alright, Forge Steward, you're just gonna... Your purpose is just to sit there. Let's see, what do we want to forge here? Probably that. This. Let's move you up. Kind of want to get Death Metal Hymnist. I could forge it here, so what does that get me? 60 and 27. Let's move this guy up first, then. I don't know, I mean, I'm going to put equipment on this guy, but I don't really want him to even be in danger of dying here. And here we might as well just do this. Oh, fuck you, buddy. How do you like it? And we got a good pyre health amount. I mean, what more can I ask for in life? What more can I ask for in life? Not much. Do that. I guess this is a good smelt target too. Is it really though? Okay, what do we got here? Let's move you up for show. And then probably... Let's see, I got the etch here, and this is coming in at a 1. So I can do a pretty good play here, I think. Let's go 43. Oh my. Absolutely beautiful. And you got 464 armor. How do you like it? No rush to get the trample in, I suppose. No smelt this turn is a little rough. Honestly, I could just play this. It's not really too big of a deal. I could also just let this hit me. I mean, I know I do take some damage here, but we're obviously, next time this guy comes up here, we're just going to kill him. It's too bad I can't use this on the boss. You know what? I should bring this guy up this turn then. Then I at least kill that and don't have to keep shuffling Scourges. I think it's fine if I just let that hit me. I'd rather probably just get this into play now, I suppose. We can do that for reasons. And then we'll just kill... We'll move toward killing that at least. If I were to forge this guy and then put this on, I think it kills the sweepers, which isn't that necessary because we're obviously surviving the sweep attack anyway. Either way, I'd probably just forge this. Nah, is that even point? It doesn't even make sense. We just bring that down. I'll redraw this. Who has my lowest health? 49 by 9. Honestly, I think I just redrop both these. Why not? I'll have a bunch of forge. No harm, no foul. Alright, none of these guys are dying, so I probably should just Pyre Speak down here, I don't know. Could also do it here. This guy's dying next turn, so... You know what, though? Might as well just... It doesn't actually matter. Like, we're just fine. Here, you can go here. Just do that. Alright, the only question now is, how do I want to kill this guy? Alright, I got the play. I already see the play. This is the play. Armament drive, I guess your use was this here. Boom! Pyre shot! Literally just, like, vaporized the entire, stack of Titans there. Ripped them apart as if they were crossing the event horizon on a black hole. That's how powerful they just got hit. Literally spaghettified. Hey, that was a fun run. I like that run. Quenching Oil, you were not useful. But you know what? Sure. You were along for the ride. You were a bad smelt target as well. I can't really say anything good about it, other than I guess it consumes, so I don't have to see it when I play it. That's the only thing that's really positive about it. Fun run, though, definitely. Obviously, some mistakes were made, but there was much leeway allowed. I gotta say, Pyre Steward earned its keep. I mean, how much Pyre health did that freaking unit heal there? Certainly in that type of run, it's a pretty good unit. Like, that mistake that took me down 2/3 of my Pyre health was quickly remedied simply by having that. Granted, I also had the Pyre health nodes, if need be, but we'll ignore that. But yeah, I don't know. That was really a ton of Forge happening that deck, which is funny because it's not necessarily the best deck for Forge targets. A lot of one-and-done type stuff, but if we needed it, we eventually had the stuff for that. We just didn't need it because then we just took a Pyre Shot, and Pyre Shot kind of eliminates the need for doing much. Pyre Shot's a very powerful card, and you're never wrong to skip it, for sure. Or you're never wrong to take. I mean, you're never wrong to take it. You might be wrong to skip it in most cases. Certainly, I've always regretted not taking it. I've never regretted taking it. So that's a sign of a pretty good card, and a card that you should probably take. Anyway, though, have fun with that one. Definitely not a hard one. That was a blessed seed if I've ever seen one. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.